Hey everybody, my name is Alex Merced from alexmerced.com, and I want to talk about the growth of the Libertarian Party. A lot of people criticize the Libertarian Party because they imagine that things could have gone in 50 different ways better in 2016, even though things went fantastically well in context of how things have gone in the past. But over the last 40 years, the Libertarian Party, again, the Libertarian Party has only existed for 40 years, a fraction of the time that Republicans have existed, a fraction of the time that Democrats have existed, a very small period of time. The party is still a baby. But within those 40 years, we now have state affiliates in every state. And those state affiliates have developed several local and county chapters in each of those states. This is quite an organizational feat. You got to understand, when a party begins, it doesn't have all this stuff. Everyone just assumes that, the party just kind of started with all these chapters and all this organization from the get-go. But no, that had to be developed over time. The party started out as a small group of people and now is a national movement. That took time. 40 years is actually stunningly quick to accomplish all that, especially when there's so many structural barriers to making that more and more difficult. So, for example, ballot access in all 50 states. The rules in every state are designed to keep third parties off the ballot. Despite that, the Libertarian Party has gotten ballot access in most states. And despite not having ballot access in all states, it was the only third party in 2016 that was able to get its presidential candidate on all 50 ballots. The Libertarian Party has grown immensely in 30 years. Now, yes, theoretically, if all the stars lined up right, we could have taken better advantage of the opportunity that was 2016, where we had two very unpopular candidates and people looking for an alternative. But the context of that situation didn't appeal to very late. It wasn't until January, February of 2016 that it became apparent, and even then not 100% clear, that this was going to be a Donald Trump versus Hillary Clinton race. At that point, the Libertarian primary process was well underway and the candidates were already entrenched. The party was already making decisions as far as who they were going to support and what they expected in the general election. So, point is, we did the best what we had. We didn't necessarily have we're still growing. And we're not necessarily at the size that we would have liked to be to take full advantage of what 2016 was. But we've grown so much in 40 years, but we still have so much further to go. And that's fine. I'm ready to work. I'm ready to grow. So what's the next step going forward? We still have states where we need to earn ballot access. I'm from New York. That's one of those states. That's kind of what we're focused on, in developing the reach of the Libertarian Party here in New York, so that way in 2018 for the governor's race, we can hit that magic vote total that'll give us ballot access. But in states where you have ballot access, the focus should be running local candidates. Because winning those city council races builds the credibility with the media, with donors, in order to have the resources and the media coverage in order to win larger races like state legislature races. And winning those races builds the credibility, builds the donor base, so that way you can win even larger races like governor races or federal House and Senate races. And if every state just takes that plan, again, the steps are: you develop your state affiliate, you build out your local chapters, you get ballot access, you win the local races, you win the statewide races, then you win federal races. But different states are at different points in that process. But to say that the Libertarian Party has, when people sit there and say, what has the Libertarian Party done in the last 40 years? They've grown. They've grown, and they're continuing to grow, and they're growing faster than ever. Despite what could have been in 2016, 2016 was still a very successful year with a tremendous amount of growth. There are so many new people within the party. There are so many more candidates running for office, and better candidates too. Candidates have seek training from organizations like the Libertarian Leadership Academy that's helping candidates being able to campaign harder, better, and so many other organizations and resources that are being created. You have people like Larry Sharp traveling all across the country, helping people do better messaging. All sorts of other people working real hard to make this grow, and it is growing. So to all the pessimists out there who always want to say, well, it could have been better, it could have been better. It can always be better, but it could have also been a lot worse. And in all contexts, compared to how other third parties have performed, we are doing excellent. And we should be excited, we should be proud, and we should be ready to continue that battle and continue growing. So I know I want to be doing my efforts to keep growing the party, and if you want me to reach out to you and ever to help in anything that I'm doing, please go over to alexmerced.com and click on the volunteer sign up page and fill out the form. So that way, again, as different projects such as the Libertarian Positivity Caucus build out, we'll reach out to you and keep talking about what are the next steps. Also subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my Facebook page, Alex Merced Libertarian Party, which you can find at facebook.com/AlexMercedLP. I'm not going anywhere. I'm here for the long haul to see where the party can go and see the party reach the heights that I know it can and that it's on the trajectory to meet. With people like Michael Pickens, Larry Sharp, Karen Ain Halos, and so many wonderful libertarians out there. Aaron Comey running for mayor here in New York, Devin Balkin running for public advocate here in New York City. You've got amazing people all across the country. And you also got amazing libertarians producing quality libertarian media, whether it's Jason Stapleton with the Jason Stapleton program, Johnny Adams with the Johnny Rocket Launchpad, Remzo Martinez with the Remzo Republic, Mark Claire with the Lions of Liberty podcast. There's a lot of reason to be excited. And all we need to do is help each other, be optimistic, be positive, and we will be persistent and win. My name is Alex Merced from alexmerced.com.